You guys surely know the general story, right? Oppenheimer, father of like the bomb, atomic bomb. Sorry, hold on. Let me quickly remind myself. Atomic bomb, yeah, I remember correctly. Atomic bomb, you know, creates it with a team in a settlement they built out in like a secluded place to keep secrecy. And then he later regrets the decision because, the atomic bomb ends up killing millions. But his friend, which here is represented by this fellow, wants to use it for more destruction, for more military and war stuff. But what I find interesting is that I think obviously there will be a difference in story because Chadwick is stranded in Penacony in this like amnesia like state. He can't remember much. Wait, did he made the bomb? It's military. He was recruited. He was recruited. Okay. Hold on. Let me move my webcam up a tad bit more so I'm not blocking the text. There we go. But everyone says the Penacony world quests are really good, so you know. Oh. Oh. Hey. Thanks for the follow, Bia. Thank you. Appreciate it. Reviewing collider status 30%, 50%, 75% complete. Automatic cruise AI deployed. Enemy contact detonation AI deployed. Imaginary propulsion pulse preparation complete. Ready to detonate at any moment. Yeah, here they called it the imaginary propulsion pulse because they kind of called it the atomic bomb. That's just too much of a giveaway. How many collateral targets are there in the blast range? Calculation in progress. There are an estimated 24 planets at the satellite level or above within the blast range. Among them, there are 3 secondary planets with civilizations of grade D or above. The amount of collateral damage is acceptable. The detonation plan can proceed as scheduled. It's time, bomb maker. Hit the detonate button. I can... Whoa. Also, hey! Hi! Oh, you got the... Hey, GF Buns. Hello. I'm... not gonna hit it. Can I change history? Can I stop this from happening? What is this dramatic moment? Oh, it's Penacony World Quest based on the plot or the history of Oppenheimer. So I get it. You're afraid of taking the blame, aren't you? Fret not, the one who presses the button is neither you or I. We won't even be mentioned if this incident is later reported. Now do it. No. You sympathize with Dr. Chadwick, right? I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but Calderon Chadwick isn't worth your sympathy. He's long foreseen the outcome, but he chose to ignore it and carry on with the research at all costs. Selfishly, he'd put his talent before everything else. He doesn't care the least bit about anyone else. Now do it. No? I'm not going to say anything else. You just wasted your final opportunity. Hey, you do it. Did he just, like... Did he just kill me? Oh, I just watched your YT video. Yeah, Panaconi. Oh. Yeah, Panaconi. So, God, so wholesome. Oh, God. Jesus, wait, so if this version of me, number 2, do not press the button, is he just gonna shoot me again? Oh, damn. Okay, this is me, number 3, walking into the same lab. Can I really not change anything? Is he... Are you really gonna kill me a 3rd time? I dare you. Okay. Right, yeah, you know what? He wants me to press it. The game wants me to press it. I'm sorry, Chadwick. It just has to happen. They won't let me progress the story if I don't. Sorry. Detonation command confirmed. Collider charging in progress. 20%, 50%, 75%. Critical detonation threshold reached. Automatic cruise AI activated. Locking target 30%, 70% complete. Lock on AI activated. Warming up. 20%, 40%, 80%. Chamber temperature has reached threshold. Imaginary propulsion pulse is about to be launched in 5. .I4. Don't hold it against me, Chad. We have to be responsible for our choices. 3. My name will forever be cursed. They'll... What's the price you have to pay, Dudley? 2. Look, Chad, this is your problem. You always take your gifts and talents for granted, and you have no idea there are people like me. 1. No one will remember us. The first half. Right. Okay. So, if they were to stick to the story, this is when Chadwick supposedly, like, Dudley's gonna end up sabotaging him more, try to kick him out of the program so they can keep making the propulsion cannons. That's what I'm thinking. If they're following with the historical accurate events. Ah, there's old Dudley now. I mean, not Dudley. Chadwick. Chad. Oh, Stell, it's you again. Now, you have experienced half of my life and learned about my story. How many people did the imaginary pulse kill? Do I really want to ask that question? I'm not sure what to make of you. Me too, my child. Ever since that day, I don't dare to even glance at myself in the mirror. I'm worried I might see a monster. A murderer who has killed countless people and ruined even more lives. That day in the control room was the last I saw Dudley. Perhaps it's true that pawns don't deserve to be mentioned, just like how he put it. After that, I disbanded the team and left the lab. I managed to take some crucial data with me to keep them from falling into the wrong hands. I later learned from others that the higher-ups of technology department who ordered the imaginary propulsion detonation were subjected to an internal review. They were never heard from again. But I knew that the IPC wouldn't let the matter rest. The result of our research was way too valuable. Although they released a statement condemning the detonation, they would never really give up the technology related to it. They needed me to control the knowledge and keep it out of reach of other factions across the universe, so they would always be breathing down my neck. So, I decided to escape, not wanting to live the rest of my life being controlled by others. A name came to my mind when I needed help the most. We only met once, but he saw through my hypocrisy and excuses. Screwlum. Yes, I made up my mind to look for him, thinking that he could help me rebel against the IPC. This is the story of the latter part of my life. Okay. Oh, we're piecing together Screwlum. Huh. Okay. Get me that, so I can go walk on the wall. Hey, what? Go. Ooh. Can I sneak past you? Alright. Oh, I can't. There's nothing I can read actually. Oh! Psst. Jigsaw piece? No? Okay. Wait, actually, I can go here. Oh, shit. Oh, there's one. Alright, good. Ooh. Whoa. Wisdom. What a perplexing word. Some see it as the answer to every problem and the ultimate of all virtues. However, many of those with extraordinary intellect are troubled by secular problems. Is it because the geniuses are too ignorant, arrogant, or is it because jealousy gets the better of the mundane? No one has an answer for that. I'm alert for a bit, but need to do an assessment. Yeah, you know what? It's alright. Stick for as long as you want. You know? No pressure. Only one thing is irrefutable. Wisdom can coexist with selfish desires. Yeah? Okay. The game music is so relaxing it makes me sleepy. Yeah, this part? Yeah, I can see why. Where's the next puzzle piece? Oh, there's the second one. Jeez, look at this view. What did Xandar see when he was recording tomes on the imaginary tree in his strange and ancient language? When I was little and first discovered the imaginary theories, what came to my mind was the image of a dense forest, not of a huge tree. After going through so many things, I still find it hard to believe that the foundation of the universe is a giant tree that nurtures countless leaves selfishly and voluntarily. I prefer to see each planet as a seed carried by the wind that happens to land in the soil. The seed then begins to take root and grow bigger, eventually forming the forest. The universe isn't concerned with our presence. It merely exists and observes. And then the last one. Well, I'm out of the charge. I need to get it again. Where does this lead? Oh, back there. I need to go back there then. Okay. Oh, fucking... Ah! It's still the thing. Shit. Fucking crashed again. At least it brings me right back here. Fob? Well, I know it's not just a me problem. Makes me, you know, feel better. But... they really need to fix that. I didn't have a crash, surprisingly, on the entirety of Saturday's stream, which, lucky me. But, jeez. Well, that is really annoying. That's very annoying. Okay, stabilize this. I don't exactly know what's the cause of it either. That's the annoying thing. Genshin, or... It's just Honkai Star Rail. Genshin is fine. I don't know what's up with Star Rail that always causes it. It just freezes and then closes the game. What did I do? I'm consuming your product, guys. Come on. Once upon a time, when there was no interaction between different worlds, some civilizations were already in possession of weapons powerful enough to destroy themselves. Out of fear for power, they established complicated laws and regulations in an attempt to prevent these unmaking devices from falling into the hands of the insane or the violent. Sorry. When the starry seas later became interconnected by winding routes, the exchange of technology and resources began. New weapons, many times more powerful than the original ones, emerged one after the other. Bewilderingly, those complicated rules in place to limit the abuse of weapons begins increasingly simplified as more and more powerful weapons were invented. People were more tolerant of weapons when they were used against enemies. I mean, this is not me calling out anything, but it's kind of like guns in America, I guess. It's not like I've ever been to the US, but gun laws, they're pretty lax to the point where it's kind of like an issue. So... complete Screwlum's puzzle, because it's literally helping me create back there again. It does get trippy real quick. Wait. Okay, alright. Puzzle A. Screw them. Screw them. I finally found you. We haven't seen each other for years, Dr. Chadwick. Please forgive me for not telling you that I feel sorry for your plight. I know you have long seen it coming. I thought I brought this upon myself. After all these years, I no longer have to be reminded of that. I need help, Mr. Screwlum. I can tell you're driven to a corner, as you're still willing to talk to me after going through all those hardships. Planet Screwlum can be your temporary shelter if you need it. No way. I've pledged myself to never involve any more innocent people in this matter. No matter where I hide, the IPC will find me. It's just a matter of time. I can't be on the run forever, so I need to fight back in some way. I've heard that Genius has developed a secret drug capable of blocking parts of the unconsciousness in a memory of a person. I've never been close with anyone from the Genius Society, so I need you to pull the strings for me. He did it to himself. Oh. The selective blocking agent. I've heard of it. I suppose it's the brainchild of that eccentric pharmacist. Indeed, that lady has no dealings with the IPC, so the risk of her selling you out is low. Question. Do you think this is a surefire solution? It just feels temporary, though. All I'm certain is that it has the smallest price to pay. As long as I can forget the knowledge temporarily, the IPC will have no means to extract it from my brain. As for whatever I'll be going through, I deserve it. Everyone must be accountable for their actions, and facing the consequences is part and parcel of the process. I understand, Dr. Chadwick. I'll get you that drug. You're finally honest with yourself, Doctor. I'm glad for you for that achievement alone. I hope with all my heart that you can pull through these tough times. So he chose it for himself. Oh, wait. Have I been to this room before? Is this exclusive to the quest? I don't remember being here. Oh, sorry. There we go. The Dr. Chadwick in front of you is at an advanced age. He looks very similar to how he was when you first met him. He still has those contemplative eyes, now tinged with a hint of gloominess. He can't seem to sense your presence. Perhaps you can take a look around the room first. Investigate? The desk before the old man is stacked with unsent letters. On a letter cover, written in hasty writing, unauthorized send request, return confirmed. Return recommended. A few books are scattered on the floor. You peer at their names and are certain they have nothing to do with Chadwick's specialization for nor research subjects. You find it hard to believe that that old man would be interested in the Shinjo Vidyadhara folk music theory, or perhaps he must have lived here for too long. Here? No? Okay. Where else? Oh, here. One wonders what's inside the safe on the wall. It could be completely empty because the Cauldron Chadwick right here has no more secrets he can hide. House arrests. Doctor? Ah, did they send their guys over again? Who is sent here makes no difference. I said time and time again, I'm no longer of use to you guys. You took the selective blocking agent. How did you know? Ah, I get it. This isn't reality, and you aren't an IPC lackey, are you? Wonderful. It's been so long since I've had a normal conversation with anyone. I don't need anything here, as they'll get me wherever I want. I'm just deprived of freedom. What have they done? At first, they pretended to be friendly with me. They tempted me with valuables and promises in return for my knowledge, all to no avail. Eventually, they lost their patience and started forcing me to read articles related to the theory of imaginary application. Just to force you to remember? Jeez. But the drug was surprisingly effective. Not only did it block my access to the related knowledge in my mind, but it also hampered my ability to learn the knowledge. Much later on, they accepted the fact that I had been reduced to a useless old man. Starting from some point in time, they changed their strategy and decided just to wait for my death. I'm sorry to hear that. You don't have to. It's the price I have to pay. The passing of time and the increasing pain seems to have alleviated my guilt, which is the only good thing about being confined here. Hold on. Okay, there we go. What will happen next? I've gathered bits and pieces of info from people they sent. Combined with my own deduction, I believe the IPC might be scheming to tamper with the memorial left in my brain after the death of my physical body. They probably think that no matter how tight-lipped I am now, whatever remains of my body will be at their disposal. What can you even get from... Jesus. Big Depresso? Yeah. Nothing on Penacony is really happy. So far. I'm scared, youngster. I'm worried that all the precautions I've taken so far will be negated upon my demise. At this rate, IPC will one day regain control of the imaginary pulse technology and monopolize it. My efforts will be in vain when that time comes. Please allow me to rebuke that, Doctor. Your effort isn't in vain. Here we are again, Dr. Chadwick. Screw them. I never thought I could see you again. I once thought so too. Life is unpredictable, but it has eventually shown us its benevolent side. I'm here to tell you that your effort isn't in vain. Even after the death of your physical body, you're still safeguarding your knowledge, leaving no chance for those harboring ulterior motives. It isn't the effect of the drug, but the ingrained dedication and perseverance in your consciousness. That's great. It couldn't be better. You know what, Screwlum? I've always regretted not listening to the voice inside me when we first met. It's just a simple phrase, but I haven't been able to say it. It's probably time I hear it myself now. Say it, Chadwick. Life is fleeting, and many reach the end with regrets. I can't say your life is a happy one, but it is at least complete when this moment takes place. Okay, we'll have to run an ad real quick, fellas, so bear with me. Sorry. Ad break time. Can't help it. Oh, brother. Well, at least one of the last remaining 3 rogue quests has to be happy, right? I mean, I don't even know where to find the other 2. But if all of them have a tone like this, Bruh. Just... Bruh. This is starting to feel like Fontaine all over again. As in... I wish for the devs to just give the people of this... this planet a break. Oh boy. Alright, 1.5 minutes more. Alright, 1 more minute. This is like a web event or something for like Valentine's today. For Star Rail or something. Alright. Ads should be over. On we go. I joined the experiments not for a good cause, but for myself. I wanted my talents and expertise to be seen by the whole world. And that's it. Thank you, Screwlim. And you. I feel much better. Probably never better. You've been through a lot, Dr. Chadwick. Now, if you don't mind, please let us be with you as you make your way to the end. The end. Have I really fixed it? Help the aged Dr. Chadwick stand up. Help Dr. Chadwick to his feet. You okay, Gramps? I have not gathered too many opinions on the matter, however, there's one lady's assessment that I believe I can convey on her behalf. In a few short years... Okay, come on, let me read the text, please, game. You're ruining the moment. I'm just saying. Let's wake up, Miss Stell. I'm back to the waking world, in his hotel room. Well, no, actually, it's back to this place. Thank you, Miss Stell. You managed to unravel the mystery surrounding Dr. Chadwick and gave him freedom. He's not in the dreamscape. I found a way to convince the family to bring the remnants of Chadwick's memorial to Herder space station. As the witness to this completion of his life, I would like you to invite you to pay your final respects, should you wish, that is. I'll be there. Miss Herder and I shall await you in the seclusion zone. He's just... Oh.
Constructing dreams is something sacred, reflective.
Okay, let's go back there then. Seclusion zone. Pay my final respects. Welcome back, Madam Stell. 2 amber eras later, Dr. Chadwick is finally freed. He is now with us. That's him in there? Why is he in the dream? What Dr. Chadwick dreaded the most became reality. After his demise, the IPZ extracted the memory in his brain with the advanced technology provided by the Garden of Recollection and sealed it in a memory bubble. They must have prepared for it in advance, as the process took place right after his death, so fast that even his consciousness in his final moments was preserved. Jeez. That step alone wasn't enough, as the memory preserved that way was, in essence, a stagnant pool. If it remained inactive for too long a time, what was in the water would eventually die out. Therefore, the IPC came up with a solution, sending Chadwick to Pentagony to maintain the activity of the Memoria. Speculation that the technology department must have struck some sort of deal with the family. Under the family's supervision, Dr. Chadwick wandered in the dreamscape for 2 amber eras. If it weren't for you, Madam Stell, their supervision would continue. What about now? I think it's time for Dr. Chadwick to rest. This is such a miracle. It's hard to believe he has managed to resist the IPC until now, with what little consciousness remaining in his memoria. I was right about him back then. He's always been a genius, Madame Herta, but he isn't always this determined. Science and technology is not good or evil. For the past 100 of years, he's been trying to redeem himself for a thought he had when he was young. When Stell told me about him, I thought I would finally have the chance to learn about his research. It's a pity things turned out this way. Those devices are used to maintain the vitality of the memory bubble temporarily. By turning them off, Dr. Chadwick will be able to enter a peaceful slumber. I mean, he deserves it. Madam Stell, let's pay our final respects to him together. Before you lies more than just a lifeless machine. It embodies a third of Calderon Chadwick's existence. Deactivate the life-sustaining system. He hoped for a response from the world to the departure of his brilliant mind, yet all that lingered is a profound silence in the air. It has to be me. I don't know you very well, Doctor. We've known each other for a century, yet we've only met 3 times. Nevertheless, please allow me to address you as a friend. Deactivate the life-sustaining system. And it just gets smaller and smaller until it's gone. I understand this may not be much of a consolation, but in my calculations, your research had the potential to save billions of lives. Regrettably, the era has slipped through our fingers like sand. Prior to the onset of an actual disaster, all we could do is pray. Pray that the discerning gaze of Noose may turn towards the next Calderon Chadwick. Well, should I also say something? Dr. Chadwick, although I've never met you in person, I deeply admire your intellect and research. You know, I don't usually give compliments, but our fields of study share many commonalities. Your work on the theory of imaginary of imaginary implication has sparked my inspiration on more than just one occasion, and I have to say, it's even made me, a tad jealous. It's a shame we never had the chance to work together. From what I've heard from Screwy and that troublemaker, you've had your share of hardships in your lifetime. Rest in peace, Doc. Is that it? It's gone? Phew. Is it over? Well, it's a calm conclusion. For Dr. Chadwick in his later years, this would count as quite a significant luxury. I never imagined I'd be bidding farewell to a fellow society member in person. It feels rather peculiar. Herta being actually nice? Yeah. She's not her usual sassy self. I've never seen this side of her. Well, up until now, actually. It's a real pity. If only I realized 2 amber eras earlier. Madam Herta. Madam Herta. Who is it? Did you hear that voice just now? Is the space station haunted? A miracle. It's a miracle. Are you playing a prank, Shulin? Calm down, both of you. I heard that voice too. Could it be the residual consciousness of Dr. Chadwick? Herta. Please come closer. It's happening again, but this time it seems quieter. Speculation. Dr. Chadwick's self-awareness still lingers faintly. It's making an eager effort to communicate with us. Madam Herta, Madam Starr, let's get closer. In your final moments, what do you want to share? Madam Herta. Wow. Is this Herta actually looking sad? I've never seen her make this expression, or her being this expressive to begin with. I'm listening, Doctor. If there's anything else you want to say, now's the time. I'm honored. My research, my knowledge, I will leave behind. Please accept. Wait, are you saying Memoria is dissipating? Please come closer. Touch foreheads. I understand, Doctor. Herta's puppet takes a step forward, pressing her forehead against the trembling memory bubble. I can't read that fast, game. Come on. Codron Chadwick. It's absolutely infuriating. He was nothing more than an ordinary person with a lifespan of just a few decades, yet he managed to achieve such astonishing feats. It seems like you truly admire him. Admire? I suppose you could say that, but to be honest, I'm somewhat envious and a bit jealous. At that very moment, he entrusted me with all his life's work. Wow. It appears that in the final moments of his life, Codron Chadwick chose to place his trust in you, Madam Herta, even though the two of you had never met before. The reasoning behind organic life is truly unpredictable. Nevertheless, the impulses of organic life frequently embody a grand and romantic poetry that never fails to leave me in awe. Remarkable. Truly remarkable. Tens of thousands of formulas and equations are flashing through my mind right now. I never imagined there could be such a way to analyze the problem. From imaginary overflow to imaginary implosion, from theory to application, from a mere paper to the birth of imaginary pulse. Ah. What'd you see, Madam Herta? I saw the final words he left behind. To Madam Herta, while I've held my position during my lifetime, given the resources the IPC possesses, they will inevitably discover the means and techniques to reproduce the imaginary implosion pulse. The die was cast at the moment the imaginary pulse was created. Every corner of the universe is destined to be on guard against its threats. I can't turn back time, but there's still one thing I can do. I can entrust my knowledge and technology to those who are worthy, thereby establishing the groundwork for a deterrent system robust enough to counterbalance the IPC's might. My life is nearing its conclusion, yet from this moment forward, I aspire to be an unyielding blade eternally poised above tyranny and malevolence. Oh, wow. I got his photo. Geniuses will never overcome power due to jealousy or fear. Huh. The good deeds a man has done. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so the ending obviously it differs a bit from what Oppenheimer is, but jeez. According to my calculations, Calderon Chadwick's research could have saved hundreds of millions of lives. Now, it appears that his outcome has an extremely high rate of becoming reality. May you find eternal peace among the sea of stars. My bad. Sea of trees, Doctor. Do you think he would entrust his life's work to me? Did he not know this space station was connected with the IPC? But his wishes, they must be honored. Find a way to circumvent the IPC surveillance, then. With my reputation as genius on the line, I'll surely get this done for Dr. Calderon Chadwick. Wow, that was good. And that's now 1 out of 4.